Hey Pi family, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been holding Pi for over 2 years now, and watching what happened this week broke my heart a little. Pi Network dropped what should have been game-changing updates during PI2DAY, and I was genuinely excited, thinking, finally, this is it. But then I watched the price crash 3% right after the announcement, and honestly, I felt that familiar pit in my stomach that every Pi holder knows too well. If you're sitting there wondering, am I just wasting my time with Pi? Or should I finally throw in the towel? Trust me, I've been asking myself the same questions. And that's exactly why we need to have this honest conversation. Before we dive into this tough conversation, please make sure you're following my Telegram and Facebook pages linked in the description. I share my real thoughts there, not just the sugar-coated stuff. And right now, we Pi holders need to stick together and share real information, not false hope. Hit that like button if you're tired of pretending everything is fine with Pi when it's clearly not. And subscribe because I promise you, I'm not here to blow sunshine up your backside like other Pi channels. I'm here to figure this out together, as someone who's invested real time and energy into this network just like you. Okay, let's talk about what Pi Network actually announced during PI2DAY. They launched something called Pi App Studio, basically an AI tool that lets regular people like you and me create apps without knowing how to code. They also introduced this staking feature where you can stake your Pi to help boost apps in their ecosystem. On paper, this sounds amazing, right? I mean, AI integration, actual utility for our Pi tokens, this is what we've been waiting for. But here's what really stung. While I was getting excited about these updates, the smart money was already moving. The price actually went up 13% the day before the announcement because professional traders bought the rumor. Then, the moment Pi Network made their official announcement, those same traders sold everything and the price dropped 3%. I watched it happen in real time and it felt like getting punched in the gut. This is when it hit me. We retail Pi holders are always the last ones to know what's really going on. While we're celebrating announcements and getting hopeful, the people with real money are already 3 steps ahead of us. Let me be brutally honest with you about where we stand right now. Pi is trading around 50 cents. And this isn't just any random number. This is literally the line in the sand that's been keeping Pi from completely collapsing. I've been watching this level for months now, and every time Pi gets close to breaking below 50 cents, somehow buyers step in to save it. But here's what's keeping me up at night. This has happened 4 times already. Each time, fewer people seem willing to defend this level. It's like watching a dam that's getting weaker with each flood. One crypto analyst I follow, Dr. Altcoin, straight up said he thinks we're heading to 40 cents. And honestly, looking at the charts, I can't argue with him. Think about this. Pi reached nearly $3 back in February. From there to 50 cents, that's an 83% crash. 83%. I keep telling myself this is temporary, but watching your investment lose that much value really messes with your head. And the worst part? Bitcoin is dominating the market right now, which means altcoins like Pi are getting absolutely crushed, no matter what good news comes out. Now I need to prepare you for something that's been keeping me awake at night. In July, Pi Network is scheduled to release 268 million more Pi tokens into circulation. At today's prices, that's about $140 million worth of Pi flooding the market in 1 month. Let me put this in perspective because this number is terrifying. That's like taking 30% of all the Pi currently being traded and just dumping it into the market all at once. Unless something miraculous happens like a Binance listing or massive adoption of these new AI features, this could be the event that finally breaks that 50-cent support level we've been clinging to. I've been doing the math over and over, hoping I'm wrong, but the numbers don't lie. We're already struggling to maintain price levels with current supply. Adding this much more Pi to the market during a time when Bitcoin is sucking up all the investment dollars? It feels like we're heading for a perfect storm. The rational part of my brain keeps saying, maybe I should sell now and buy back lower, but the stubborn part of me that's been mining Pi for years just can't bring myself to give up. Maybe that makes me stupid, I don't know. Let's have an honest conversation about this $1 target we keep hearing about. From 50 cents to $1? That's a 100% gain, which sounds totally doable in crypto, right? But when I really think about what that would mean, the picture gets complicated. For Pi to hold a $1 price with all the tokens they're releasing, we'd need a market cap of around $35, 40 billion. That would put Pi in the same league as Cardano or Polygon projects that have been building for years, with actual adoption and use cases. Meanwhile, Pi is still trying to figure out how to get listed on major exchanges. But here's the thing, and this is why I haven't sold yet. One Binance listing could change everything overnight. I've seen it happen with other tokens. They get that golden Binance stamp of approval, and suddenly everyone wants in. We're talking potential 501,000% gains in just days. It's like winning the lottery, except the odds might actually be better. The new AI features and staking could be exactly what Pi needs to prove to exchanges that it's a real project worth listing. Maybe I'm being naive, but I keep thinking we're just one major announcement away from vindication. So, here's where I stand, and I'm being completely transparent with you. I've set a stop loss at 48 cents, because I'm not going to ride this thing to zero. If Pi breaks below that level, I'm out. It'll hurt, but I'd rather take a loss than lose everything. At the same time, I'm not adding any more money to Pi right now. The risk is just too high with that July token unlock coming. If you're thinking about buying Pi, please wait until we see what happens in July. If it survives that token dump and starts showing strength above 65 cents, then maybe we can start getting excited again. Hey Pi family, I won't sugarcoat it. This week hit hard. I've been holding Pi for over 2 years. And when those PI2DAY announcements dropped, I really thought this was finally the moment we'd all been waiting for. They introduced AI-powered app building and staking features that, on paper, should have been huge. I was genuinely hyped. But then I watched the price crash 3% almost immediately after the news. And that familiar sinking feeling hit me. You know the one. When you've been patient, loyal, and hopeful, and suddenly you're questioning whether any of it was worth it. If you've been thinking, am I just wasting my time, or should I cut my losses and move on? Trust me, I've been asking myself the same thing. That's why I want to have an honest conversation today. No fluff, no fake optimism, just a real talk between people who've been in this thing for the long haul. Because if we're going to make it through the chaos ahead, we've got to start with the truth. Look, I'm not going to pretend to know what's going to happen with Pi Network. These new AI features could be revolutionary, or they could be just another announcement that the market ignores. The July token unlock could destroy us, or maybe it'll be the catalyst that finally attracts serious investors. What I do know is that we're at a crossroads. The next 60 days are going to determine whether Pi becomes something real or just another crypto dream that didn't work out. And honestly, that scares me and excites me at the same time. If you're still holding Pi with me, drop a comment and let me know why. Are you holding out of hope, stubbornness, or do you actually see something I'm missing? I read every comment because we're all in this together, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Don't forget to subscribe and follow my social media for real updates, not just the cheerleading nonsense. And remember, in crypto, the only thing worse than losing money is lying to yourself about what's really happening. Let's stay honest, stay informed, and maybe we'll get through this together.